plays games with Jay.
All right, we are almost out of old mountainous moon. Okay, good start.
Yep. So I mean, you know, the time we're recording this is basically the second day of the new year. But,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to ask you. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Are you that kind of person?
I'm not somebody who has like, this is my absolute. I'm going to do this. It's more so like, these are things that I'm gonna try to work on. So something that I've been doing the last it's been about a month or two. I've been doing regular exercise every day, which has been good.
Nice.
It's primary, and for some people, I know some people get sensitive about like talking about weight loss and stuff. So my primary motivator is actually my cholesterol. My cholesterol is genetically in my family is very bad. You know, even my dad, who eats extremely healthy because he's, you know, pescatarian and everything.
Yeah.
He still has to take cholesterol medicine. It's just a thing. All my brothers have bad cholesterol. So I take medication. And so for me, part of it is like what can help is like my cholesterol right now is actually at a fine level. But it's like LDLs or HDLs or whatever the fuck. Something is like not what it should be, and one of the best ways to help that is actually exercise specifically. So I was like, okay, might as well do that, and you know, it wouldn't hurt to like for health wise, like, you know, lose some weight. So I've been doing every day, just walking a certain amount of time. Right now it's about hour and 40 a day, which, you know, like I know for finally, see, as he's evolving, I'm also evolving. For some people, you know, it's like, oh, well, why don't you should do more than that, or you should run. And it's like, for me, what's important, especially with any kind of goal thing, is something that I know I can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of, because a lot of things happen where, oh, I missed a day, and then you just spiral out and you just stop doing it. Right?
Yeah.
But I know for a fact I could walk like that much a day, just walking back and forth, doing shit, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I have not missed a day for about a month plus.
Nice.
Even when I visit my parents, like the funny thing is my dad does the same thing because he has diabetes. So it was just like two of us just like at night just pacing around the house. I keep telling you about this movie, and I will show it to you. I should show you this. That's another New Year's resolution. Show you this fucking movie. Castaway on the Moon is a really good Korean movie, and one of the characters in it, without going into too much detail, but she exercises in her home. Just like walk, like just step in place. And I was like, you know, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like that's because then it's like no excuses of like, oh, I can't make it to the gym. Oh, I can't do this. Oh,
right.
I'm, you know, I think the most important thing for me is like just you have to do it and develop it. Once it's at a routine state, then you're good, you know. So, and then I actually wrote about this on my blog, medium.com/@ProZD, but I've also been using it to rewatch shows. So I'll just walk in place, like back and forth, and I'm watching like Kaiji or something, or I'm rewatching Haikyuu, or, you know, things like that. So that's been one, is like, you know, keep that up. I'm planning to keep doing it. It's actually pretty, I record each day how much I do, and I've never missed it.
Nice.
The blog was another one where I was like, I kind of want to do something where, kind of write for myself, you know, just for fun, not making it like a specific, like, obligation or something. Actually, why am I fighting Geodudes? I don't need to fight them anymore. The bugs are shit. Okay. I guess I'll kill it while I'm here. So that's something. What else is there? Oh, fuck. Okay.
You also have a revive, so.
Oh, that's true. Do you have any potions?
I thought you bought only Pokeballs. No
I
potions.
did only buy Pokeballs, but did I find one? Let's see.
Oh ho ho! How it comes to.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'll never change my ways. Yeah, I have
Oh.
some. See, you get them in the cave. You don't need to buy them.
Oh my god!
It's like if I walked, if groceries I could just stumble upon in the wild, why would I ever go grocery shopping? Just go. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I don't. Wow. Yeah. I
Forgot
don't
about the
remember
animation.
that, Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I got a rare candy. I will use that at some. Let's see. What's your XP at? Yeah, I think. Other than that, I have my recurring goals that I always have. How about you? Do you do you do resolutions or anything like that?
I used to really be into that. I think it's more so like I'm someone who's very like sentimental and symbolic of the idea of like a new fresh start, right? Like I just want to be better than I was the year before.
Sure.
And I don't know exactly what form. I mean, my mother wanted me. I called my mother on New Year's Day, and the first thing she was like, "Oh, well, first I wanted to, give you and Mungie a prayer. Bring Mungie close to the phone." And I was like, "Okay." And she did prayer and whatnot, which I think is very cute. She's like, "Oh, of course, Mungie needs to live long, you know." And like, it's pretty funny. My SO was like, "Wow, I can't believe Mungie gets to go to heaven." Like, you know?
Yeah, free ticket.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, no, and it's and my mom asked me too. Is like, "Is there anything I should be praying for?" And I was kind of like, "I don't know, same thing every year, I guess. Just I don't know, just that I'm okay and
Yeah.
like
Relative health.
and
yeah.
like I don't know, like I writing career moves forward, yada yada.
Sure.
And I guess at this point, I hope Bounty Light is doing well. Well, and by the time this is out, it's probably doo-doo. But
Doo-doo in what way?
who knows? Maybe people don't like it. But
Oh my god.
that's just me, because there's a lot of pressure that I'm putting on myself as someone who.
One thing. First off, I don't think it's gonna be doo-doo.
I appreciate that.
Okay, wait. Sanchu is not. Okay, I don't need to switch then. First off, I don't think it's gonna be doo-doo. But secondly, is steel good against ground?
No.
Then what's good against ground?
Ground is good against steel. What's good against ground is water, ice, and grass.
And what is it?
Good against?
Yeah.
Fire, rock, steel, electric.
Hold on. And you're committing to that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, please repeat. So if you
Super effective.
if you get this wrong,
Super
you have
effect-
to sing again. Okay.
No, super effective.
Yes, you will. Okay. So ground. What is it super effective against?
It is super effective against rock, fire, steel.
Is that it? What's it? What is it? What's it weak against?
Oh, it's weak against water, ice, grass.
Okay. And tell me again.
Oh shit.
What is it?
Oh no.
What is it?
Wait.
Strong against?
It's strong against rock, fire, steel, poison. Yeah, it's super effective against poison as well. That's the one I was missing.
So how many? This is your final answer.
Final answer.
It's strong against, and then you don't get any chances after.
Yeah. It's strong against rock, fire, steel, poison. Rock, fire, steel, poison. Yeah, right. That's
Final answer.
final answer. And oh no,
Yeah, think of another song, buddy.
what did I miss?
Electric.
No, I said it the first time.
But you didn't say it this time.
Oh my god!
Think of another
come
song. Think of another
on.
song. Think
I
of
don't
another
want to
song.
sing anymore.
Okay, then think of something else. What you have to do something else. Oh well, you hate this too. Then you gotta do it. You gotta do like a voice. Would you rather do that?
A voice?
Yeah.
What do you mean a voice?
Like I would say, do an impression of this. You hate that too.
God, what?
Would you rather do that or sing?
What's the impression?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, you loved doing Teru Teru.
Oh God.
Let me dwell on this. First off, are there any? I'm not saying like, oh, like you're amazing at them, but are there any voices you can do? What can you do?
I mean, I think you know my range from Danganronpa.
Right.
What was the best voice they did in Danganronpa?
Best? What do you mean best?
I guess what do you think was like
Most fitting?
most that I performed?
Or like most like out of your zone, but like still pretty solid?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd have to pull up a list of the characters. Because I was gonna say your Kazuichi is like the most like, to me that's like what that character should sound like. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much spot on.
Characters that I did.
Pull up V3.
V3? Okay. Oh yeah, it's out at this point.
Yeah, at this point it's out. Yeah.
V3 characters.
It's funny though, like while we're recording this, like we're keeping it like a secret. But
Yeah.
No, it's been out at this point.
Okay, characters I did: Shuichi, Maki, Angie, Korikyo, Gonta, Tenko, Kibo, Kirumi. Is that everyone in V3 that I did? No. Oh, and then the Monophony.
Yeah.
And Monodam.
I think in that one, actually, you got to do some interesting range stuff, because your Korokio was good. The Gonta was also like, those were like two very like distinct voices that I think you did well. I think, but I like what you do with like Monophony and like what's her face from 2, Usami. Like that voice is very, there's something about it that is very funny to me.
Someone asked me to try to do it, or they say it on stream. They're like, "Oh, your Usami's so good," and I'm like, "I don't even know if I can fucking do that on command."
Right now.
Oh God. What's the Usami line?
Let's be like, look up an Usami line.
Usami quote.
Yeah.
Why is this the first quote?
Let me see it, or do it.
Okay. Oh God. I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
That's right. Oh man. Okay, I'll count that as your punishment. See, isn't that so much easier than singing?
I'm surprised your punishment wasn't do the Nagito escape room again.
Right now, we're stopping Fire Red. We're just doing it now.
How crazy would that be if it just cut and it's immediately talking Rampa too?
That would be funny. But it's like, you're just like, seriously, someone?
Seriously,
like, are you
what?
fucking kidding me? Okay. This is something that we used to do just for fun back in the day.
Okay.
So I asked you to do a voice.
Yeah.
Throw one at me.
Oh, like from Danganronpa?
It can be anything. Doesn't have to be something I'm good at. For me, it's actually an interesting exercise.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because both of these roles are announced now. Kage from Ranking of Kings.
Okay. So Kage. So what's interesting is usually in a record you listen back to what you did before to get yourself in it.
Right.
Kage.
Well, he's like, Boji, he's this kind of voice.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's.
So when I do Kage is like definitely inspired by stuff like Meowth and like that kind of vibe.
I can hear that, yeah.
And also because the Japanese does a kind of a similar thing. That's actually what I listened to first, and then was like, okay, what would be like the English equivalent to me for that?
Right.
So yeah, I think what's interesting is now it's kind of like Ranking of Kings commentary. But those of you who aren't aware, Ranking of Kings, it's a really great show.
It's incredible.
I'm in the dub version as Kage, one of the main characters. Check it out. It's on Funimation. It's very, very good. There was like, in the first episode, he's very like,
Hey, you little brother, yeah, give me this.
like that.
Yeah.
But then we were like kind of talking about it as like, but slow, like very early on, he does sympathize with it. So it's like, where's the line in the beginning of like, he's rude, but then he starts to like, soften
Mellow
up a
out.
bit.
Yeah.
And so now, like, and his attitude will still like fire up here and there, so it's fun. But it's still like this, like, but he always always has this affection for Boji. So he's turned into like this very kind of like lovable, sassy, as opposed to before where it was just like a dick. But yeah, that's my Kage. Definitely one of my favorite roles that I've done. Did you get a chance to listen to Cat Viper?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you think?
No, you killed it.
Yeah. I think because for those of you who don't know, Jay is basically like a editor / like assistant, and so he drives me to a lot of the records. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm curious like how people will react, but it was funny. Like it got. I don't know if I told you this, but it got announced. Oh yeah, we fight this guy. That's right. The fossil guy.
Yeah.
Then.
You have extra potions.
That's true. Yeah, let's actually peel Ikue. It got tweeted because and then like, of course my friend Steve like immediately was DM'd me, was like, it's out. So I was like, but you know, a lot of people, no, actually not a lot of people. There's like every now and then like I'll get comments or see comments that are, and I've told you about this, where it's like, oh, like all I can hear is ProZD, right? All I can hear is SungWon, like it takes me out of it. But the clip went out, no one recognized me. Not a single person. And in fact, everyone's like, it's so close to the Japanese, it's so good. But no one's placed that it was me. And I'm like, yeah, that's because like if I announce a role and then you go watch it, yes, of course you can tell it's me because it's me. Like, you know what I mean? And I've always said that it's like, I find one of the most sort of like annoying, like some people will be like, oh, I think I've talked about that on the channel before. I'm kind of going into it again, but like, oh, I hear Steve Bloom's voice. Oh, it just I hate hearing. I can recognize it, and that doesn't matter to me. I was recognizing voice actors when I was a kid. That's what got me interested in voice acting. Yeah, was because like, oh, that person is this person. To me, it's not like a detriment. I don't. For you, and you can be honest. Like, if you're like watching something, and you hear, let's say, a voice actor you recognize. Does it take you out of it?
No, I think I'm just like, oh, cool. Like, for me, like, it's kind of like finding out, like, who's the writer of this, or who's the actor, who's the director of this, who's the cameraman, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, and I can see, it almost heightens the experience a bit more, you know, just to think, I'm like, it's cool to see like they flex their skills in this production or this thing or whatever. Yeah. I think it's fun. And like, I don't know. And I'm always interested to see like the difference in range, right?
Sure.
From their other roles and whatnot. There are sometimes I hear like common voices and whatnot, but I'm kind of like, okay, like I really can't unhear it. But like that's the most of my gripe. Like I'm not like, oh god, impossible. Like, you know, it's just kind of like, yeah, no, it's there. So
for me, if it fits the character, that's what matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't care if an actor uses the same voice and things. Like, does it fit the character? You know?
Yeah.
And also thinking like on it, like,
you want to use your antidote?
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't even have a potion though, so I'm like, should he just die and revive it?
Yeah, it's up to you.
He has 4 left. It's one damage per step, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well just let him die.
Something like that.
I actually don't get this complaint a lot. Actually, I know a lot of my peers can, if they like are ones who don't, you know, they don't get the chance to use a lot of the same or a lot of different voices or whatever. Right. But I also think back on my stuff and I'm like, I feel like I have a pretty good range.
Yeah.
And I don't think like I use like my voice, quote unquote, my speaking voice, actually very often at all. So it's just weird to me.
The closest sounding one is maybe your Genlock character.
Yeah, and even that one is like definitely more of like a heightened version.
Yeah.
Dome Fossil's Kabuto, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because Helix is Lord Helix. Yeah. Which one do you prefer?
Dome.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Aren't we out after this?
I think so.
Okay. Come on, Charmeleon.
I'm hoping you're out after this because that'll be a good time to end the episode.
Yeah, and we're getting your shit kicked in. There is not a Pokemon Center until Cerulean, though, huh?
No.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine. What's also interesting, like, in terms of like asking people to do voices, I think some actors don't like it at all. Like, they get really like, freeze up.
Yeah.
And even for me, sometimes like I have to like think.
Well, yeah, because it's like ad-libbing, right? Like you just kind of like do something quick or like.
It's always easiest if they give you a line.
Yeah.
That's why it's like hey,
yeah.
just can you read this? That's actually very easy.
Yeah.
But if it's like make something up right now, it's like in character. Like I don't fucking know.
When they're like just anything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, like traveling to the conventions and meeting more and more like friends and like of yours that are also voice actors, and I'm kind of like, oh, cool, they're this character, they're that character, and I'm always just kind of like, oh, is it appropriate to say like you did it, you were great as this character?
Oh yeah.
And so and then to like Erica Limbeck, I was kind of like, oh yeah, no, you're great as Futaba, and I love that Erica immediately was like, oh, do you want a print? Do you want this? Like, I'll give it to you for free, blah blah blah. But I was like, oh, I'll see if I can stop by, and in my mind I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Erica, you're great, but Futaba's not my favorite girl persona. So like that's why I think that's really funny. Yeah. But
Oh, that's right. These guys teach you Mega Punch. Maybe.
can only be learned once. Who's gonna learn Mega Punch?
They were dead.
You can teach it to them.
Do you think it's worth it? Not Charmeleon, because we're gonna delete it eventually.
Yeah.
Pikachu, maybe. Like.
You'd want to give it to a physical attacker, so either Pikachu or Mankey. But I personally don't.
Or should we just save it?
Let's just save it.
Yeah, I think we can always come back and if
Yeah.
we need Mega Kick or Mega Punch.
All right. Oh well, I guess we'll pick this up in a couple of months or whenever we.
Oh,
play.
that's right. We're about done. Let's see. I don't think there are any trainers in up. To
No,
this
there
point.
are.
There are? No, they're not.
There's one up there.
We can't get to her.
Go on the other side. I believe there's. Oh no, never mind. Yeah,
Let's see if we can just make it, because this is just wild grass. Is there
Yeah.
a Pokeball?
No.
You know for sure.
Yeah.
You'll stay singing on it? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we make it to Cerulean, and then we'll
Yeah.
that way we can. Because after this, it's. Do you do the bridge first, or is that optional?
The bridge first.
Okay. Is there a reason?
I think so. Like the
Just
gym's
Missy,
not-
like I'm not open. I'm not
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, we made the Cerulean
Let's
City.
make it back here. And before we fully close it, let's just take a look at what our new party's gonna be.
Sure.
Prepare that for future SungWon and J.
What's that?
For future SungWon and J.
Oh, for future SungWon J. Yeah.
So that we're not just like, whoa.
Someone was like, there was a tweet. I don't know if you saw that was going around, being like, "Oh, what's something you say like that's like a quote, but when you're about to make a bad decision, right?" And people, and it's kind of like, "Oh, like yeah, this can't hurt" or something like that.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I wrote something. I wrote a whole thing, but it's usually along the lines of what I say. I'm just like, "Oh yeah, like." Future J fucking sucks. Fuck that guy. Present J is where it's at. I gotta treat Present J right. Like,
Yeah.
that's like usually what I say whenever I'm thinking, like, trying to set things up for future. Like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like, don't matter.
It's funny.
Do you usually say anything, or?
If I'm about to make a bad decision.
Yeah, you're about to make a bad decision.
I usually just go, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
in
hear that.
Perudo, if I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it. You know what? Yeah. Should we? We don't have a good water Pokemon, so maybe we start doing this.
I mean,
that towards
do you
the kid.
need a good water Pokemon right now?
No, but we could have one in the future. And Gyarados is good,
I
right?
feel like you'll catch a better water Pokemon in the future, right?
You think so?
I think so, unless you really
Well,
want to.
the thing is, look at these junk. Like, who's like worth getting? Rattata, no.
Yeah.
Zubat, no. Where am I?
Why do you need?
5 Milio. Parasect's not good. Ninoking's fine, but not like my first. The only other one I would pick is maybe Graveler, and we have another spot. So
Yeah.
So I think for now, grab these two. And until we at least catch some better alternatives.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had this Pikachu because this gym would be very tough for us.
Yeah. I think this was in the comments. Did we kill a Clefairy? A wild Clefairy?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's so much slaughter. I don't even remember. Who cares? Okay. I end of it. Half the episode. Remember end of a Fang? Remember? I'm gonna forget VO Dude and be like, why is it called VO Dude?
He's a voice actor.
Yeah, voice actor. Okay, that's it for Fire Red. We made it Cerulean City. At the pace we're going, we'll finish this game in 10 years, but that's fine. We'll see you. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.